We have a seat waiting for you in the Delmarva Life audience. Come be a part of the fun. To book your seat, just visit delmarvalife.com and click on the show tab or call 443-880-9116.
Well, when you hear the name Paula Deen, you know you're in for some good food, but all of that Southern cooking caught up with Paula, her two sons, and her husband. Last year, Paula revealed she had type 2 diabetes, and since then, she and the entire family have sprung into action, made healthy changes, and together lost 178 pounds. The family says if they can do it, anyone can. And Paula's two sons, Jamie and Bobby, join us this afternoon. First of all, guys, you both and the whole family, you all look great. What was it like sort of having to change your lifestyle?
Well, you know, we've all kind of met at the same place for different reasons. My mom came out and shared with Bobby and I that she had type 2 diabetes, so she made changes in her personal eating for health reasons. I have two small boys at the house. I began cooking for them every night, and I didn't want to cook 2 meals, so I've been eating like a 6-year-old, so I'm eating a lot healthier. My brother has always been an active, healthy guy, so it's interesting that we're all here now in a healthier spot, and we all come for different reasons from different places.
You know, your mom is known for making food that is very good, but not necessarily good for us. What was it like for you guys going from eating that stuff to healthier things?
Well, I think that we still do. I mean, we're traditional people. We grew up in Southwest Georgia, and you know, Southern food is based in tradition, and you know, fried chicken, collard greens, peach cobbler, sweet tea, you know, sweet potato souffle. These are things that are just roundly loved in the South. They're things that we still enjoy, but I think that moderation is key, and portion control is key. I think that we you know, are conscious of what we do on a daily basis as far as food is concerned, but it doesn't mean that we don't still enjoy it. I've certainly not turned my back on my heritage. I have just found a way to lighten up the traditional foods that I grew up with so that I can enjoy them on a more daily basis.
Jamie, I want to go back to you real quick. You had just said something. You lost 45 pounds and you said you did it by eating like a 6-year-old. What do you mean by that?
Well, a lot of fresh vegetables, everything baked. I'm really active. You know, at my age, I never would have guessed that I'd be jumping on the trampoline twice a day. I don't have the time to go to the gym, but I very rarely stand still, chasing 2 boys in our busy schedules, eating a lot like Bobby and a lot like everybody should. You know, if you got to wash some dirt off the bottom of it, you know it's good for you. So I take as much fresh stuff as I can, and I educated myself, and that's what we're doing here today. My mother, my brother, and I, and our partners at Novo Nordisk are here to offer some guidelines for y'all. And if you go to diabetesinaNewLight.com, you can find a host of recipes that we've substituted some things, but we're keeping the traditional recipe on the table where we want to keep it. Like Bobby said, our family history is through eating, and we're not going to give that up. But generationally, we get smarter, and we've made some changes. And Mom's living proof. She looks great, she feels great, and she still eats what she wants to eat to a degree.
She does look great. And Bobby, you lost something like 30 pounds by exercising.
Well, over time, and I think that, yeah, it's very important. You know, there's a symbiotic relationship between your body and your food, and exercise is something that we all need to do. Our mother has done it, and I'm really proud of her. She is a very good example of how you can live a full life with type 2 diabetes. She has embraced exercise, is drinking lots of water. You know, she doesn't have a whole lot of vices, but sweet tea is a big deal in the South, and she really likes it, and she gave it up. So she looks and feels as good as I've seen her in a long time, and I think that she is an inspiration to people because people can relate to her. So in the campaign that we've partnered up with Novo Nordisk, we're having a contest where people can come to Savannah and spend some time with us and have lunch with us. So we want people to go to diabetesinaNewLight.com and express how they're living with type 2 diabetes and how they further plan to manage and live with their diabetes. We're going to choose 6 winners that are going to come to Savannah and have lunch with my brother and my mother and me at the Lady and Sons, and we're going to share a diabetic-friendly menu and have a good lunch prepared by our staff there at the restaurant, and it should be a great day.
Well, it certainly sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun, and congratulations to you both, and please send our best to the whole family, and especially your mother. You all look great, and you've done a good job setting an example.
Appreciate that, Brian. Thank y'all very much.
Thank you guys. And for more information on what Bobby and Jamie discussed today, all you have to do is go to delmarvalife.com and click on the show tab. Up next on Delmarva Life, there are so many varieties of wine, and certain wine is a perfect match with certain dishes. We're going to learn how to pair the two. Delmarva Life will be right back.